We'll call the meeting to order. Oh, that was quick. Need a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting. Mr. Sokol, seconded by Dane Gerard. Any changes? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I'm gonna slide something in here quickly this morning. Maureen Schmidt is here and Cynthia to address the situation with Child Protective Services.
Good morning. We just wanted to come over because we know people had some concerns about things that were in the paper about our CPS unit, and Cynthia is going to address.
Good morning.
Morning.
Confidentiality is an extremely serious matter that not only prohibits the department from discussing or commenting on matters relating to child welfare cases, but it is codified by state law and further regulated by the New York Codes, Rules, and Regulations. Confidentiality is a legal requirement that the department does not hide behind. It is a standard that we are proud to uphold. It is these laws and rules that protect those vulnerable citizens with whom we work, children and adults alike. Except as expressly authorized by law, the department is precluded from any comment on Child Protective Services cases and is unable to address the facts of a case. Any violation of these protections is a crime. Any person who willfully permits and any person who encourages the release of any data and information contained in the State Central Register to persons or agencies not permitted by law shall be guilty of a Class A misdemeanor. Unauthorized disclosure may also result in civil liability. With that being said, pursuant to the Social Services Law, the department can and will state that a report is currently under investigation. Under state law, we are expressly precluded from providing any further information on this case. Also, pursuant to the Social Services Law, under certain circumstances and only after completion of an investigation that results in an indication, the Commissioner may disclose certain statutorily determined information regarding a case. This would only be considered should the department determine that such disclosure would not contrary to the best interests of the child's siblings, or other children in the household. We have consulted with the counsel to the New York State Office of Children and Family Services, who has confirmed this position. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, Maureen, did you have anything?
No.
Paul?
Mr. Chairman, if I just may add one thing to this, and that is that we have had extensive discussions with the department because we know that many supervisors are concerned about what they read in the paper. I have, at this point, just so that these folks know, and actually the chairman was with us on these discussions, and hopefully I'm speaking on his behalf as well. If not, Kevin, please correct me. But at this point, I believe that there's a process that has to be undergone here, and that we need to let that process take its course at this point in time. And I do have confidence in the department, in the leadership of the department, based on everything that I've heard to date.
Okay. We're going to move down now to criminal justice. Request to amend the table of organization and salary schedule to create and fill a new position of 6th Assistant Public Defender, annual salary of $45,000, effective August 24th. Marcy?
Thank you. It is a fully funded grant position from Offices of Indigent Legal Services. It includes all the extras that are required to be needed. And we are prepared to proceed. There will be no expense whatsoever on the county, and I respectfully request that you commit it to occur.
Okay, Ron?
I'll move it.
Move it. The second, Mr. Dickinson. Any comments, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Human Resources, Jackie, do you have any comments?
No, only that there are 4 positions added since the last meeting, where 1 has been filled, and there will be an additional position added that went through special emergency outside of this forum, the payroll technician, which wasn't captured in the meeting minutes, but it will be added to the chart for next time.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll move on down to County Clerk Motor Vehicle Committee. There's a request to amend the table of organization and salary schedule for DMV staff as approved by the reallocation committee effective January 1st, 2016. Someone like to move that to get on the table? Mr. Kenny, and second by Mrs. Wood. Any questions, comments? It's already been through the reallocation committee. Considerable amount of time spent on it. Paul is part of the committee also, and he is convinced that it's a reasonable request. Any other comments, Paul?
No, Mr. Chairman, I think that captures it.
Okay, we have a resolution and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 4, request to amend the table of organization and salary schedule to reduce the salary of Office of Community Services Deputy Director, clinical position from $65,234 to $62,700, effective retroactive to August 10th, 2015. Someone like to move that? Matt Sokol, seconded by Ron Vanzelo. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Department of Social Services requests to classify the existing Senior Social Services position, grade 13, to a supervising social services investigator, grade 15, annual base salary of $47,004, effective January 1st, 2016, and amend the table of organization accordingly. Matt, second by Wood. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Referral from the county attorney, request to ratify the actions of the county attorney in hiring a temporary legal assistant at a rate of $25 per hour, starting on July 29th, 2015, and for a period not to exceed 8 weeks, and to paid for through the budget of code of A.1420.130, part-time salaries. Moved by Dan Gerard, second by Dickinson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. And this is the county administrator section, discussion regarding the vacant county human resources director position. Paul?
Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, on this matter, I would recommend a further executive session. And noticing that it seems to be the last item on your agenda, I would also note that the district attorney is here with a personnel request as well. So you may, Mr. Chairman, want to entertain her before we go into executive session.
All right. Kate called me yesterday and had a request, and she's going to make that presentation to you now. Kate?
Thank you very much, Chairman. I want to thank Supervisor Dickinson, the Chairman of Criminal Justice, and Paul Dusick, the County Administrator. I raised a concern yesterday. There are limitations on how much my investigators can make, and Mike Husky and Tony Breen are approaching that limitation. So I've spoken with, I believe, all of the members of the Personnel Committee. I'm asking permission to create a part-time additional investigator. It would be paid for out of asset forfeiture or a budget line that I have that's unutilized due to an illness. And if I could create the position effective the next board meeting, then my investigators would not go over. Well, I will not be without an investigator. So it's a part-time position that would have no impact on the county budget.
Okay. Moved by Dan Gerard, second by Ron Vanzelo. Any comments, questions?
Is there a time frame for it, or is this forever?
I will ultimately eliminate another position.
Right.
Part-time, no benefits?
No benefits.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
I really appreciate you accommodating us. Thank you.
Carried. All right, now entertain a resolution to go into executive session to discussing the county human resources director position. Matt? Bill? All in favor?
Aye.
Carried. Okay, we'll go back into regular session. There was no action taken, in the executive session. Ron, or, Dennis?
I'd like to make a motion that we hire Jackie for the, HR position at a salary of whatever it was,
72.5,
72.5,
and it'll go to the full board.
go to the full board.
All right, second by Matt. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Motion adjourned. Bill and...
Just have time to get my name on it.
Okay. Done.